I don't know what I'm missing here, but that's a pretty wide gap right now. I mean, look, Giannis, Jason Tatum, this guy like LeBron James, what 70-1? The MVP right now, what are people watching where it's this wide of a gap? Did you not see what TNT had for you last night? Did you not watch?
Morant in a thicket of defenders. No.
National TV. If they're going to get excited, Kevin Harlan and company going to get, you know what? I'm going to get excited too. Plus 450 is insanity. And you should be ashamed of yourself if you don't believe the same thing. This guy winning 3 MVPs in a row, getting picked last in the All-Star game, is an absolute disgrace to the award. Please, thumbs up, subscribe. Let's do it. We went 3-2 last night. We're going to hit it again. 5 bets in 5 minutes right now. All right. First one up here, we're going to do 2 player props and 3 sides. First one is a smaller market play. Nobody's going to vote for Gabe Vincent for league MVP, but you're taking advantage of a guy here who's really just going to be targeting 1, maybe 1.5 of these 3 stats, PRA. The number is going to be low because of usage. That's great. I think when in this case, you're adding a stat like rebounds, for example, for Vincent, you're not going to get that or have worry to get to that higher number when you have the PRA. It's going to be a lesser bet prop simply because Vincent is not a popular name to bet in this game. And chances are that we're finding some sort of edge, dare I say, by adding a third stat here. Points, assists, I understand. Rebounds now at 18.5. We can get under that rather comfortably at around that 15.5 range for PRA for Gabe Vincent. Next play is going to be Jalen Brunson. Now, you look at what Brunson has been doing. This is a big number. Technically, Brunson has the ability to hit this alone when it comes to scoring, but we anticipate a little regression from scoring. And if you're not getting 35, 40 points, where else is this coming from? You know, the last game that we saw against Atlanta that probably got Nate McMillan fired was just outstanding, just totally torching. But 25 points, 7 total RA, 5 assists, 2 rebounds. We've seen this before, 21 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. It's not a slam dunk, and I think that's where Jalen Brunson struggles a little tonight, is not dominating the box score from a scoring standpoint. That's going to limit his opportunities to do other things. 20, 22 points, you're not going to get to 36.5 PRA. So we go from there. Now, as I mentioned, let's add a side or 2, shall we? One thing that I really like here in this one is the Hornets at plus 6.5. I know, follow me here. The Wolves are, just because of what's happened in the West, the Wolves are technically locked in this playoff chase. How far, how deep things can go, I don't know. They're all jacked up now because they made a trade for Mike Conley. Charlotte, on the other hand, is dog shit. They know they're dog shit. They haven't won 3 games in a row all year. Yeah, I get it. And at 7, this did move just off 7, that last key number, if you will, here. People still recognize that it's hard for a team like Minnesota to cover this number, no matter how bad their opponent is. The Wolves play down. That's been their MO. That's been their mantra here. They play down to opponents. I think you can still capture the Charlotte Hornets now. Anything north of 6 is a good play for me. Let's move to the Thunder, coming off a really bad, disappointing loss, not in the box score, but the way in which it happened. Overtime to Utah last night. SGA misses a potential game winner near the buzzer. Thunder now hit the road for their second leg, where their team last night is going to be their team this night. The Suns do not have Kevin Durant. Little rest that they got, Chris Paul, etc. I mean, they're still down a couple of guys that they haven't fully replaced with the loss of Durant. 7 points for the Thunder. This is back to where the Thunder were taking advantage of these types of numbers. This is the my favorite play on the board here is getting 7 for a Thunder team who just covers, especially on the road as a dog. For a little bit, they were covering so much that the market had to adjust. This is a great opportunity to take advantage of an overreaction. And that was last night's OT loss. All right. Last game to think about here. We talked a little bit about the Thunder, also about the Hornets. I want to bring you back to this one and just lay the point with Atlanta. I mean, really, you have a new coach. It's weird. The old coach wasn't universally hated nor despised to that level. I think, though, that there is this weight that is lifted whenever you have a departure of a coach where it wasn't working, even if that was a player's coach. Still, in this case, defensively, this has been the problem for Atlanta. On the road for Cleveland, after that bad loss to the second, I guess the runner-up to the MVP in my book, which should be your book as well, and Nikola Jokic. No audio from that. Mike Malone saying that he's the MVP again. Give me the Hawks, -1. Take advantage of Cleveland on the second leg. Also, I like scoring. Tempted to go over 226. I think that number is sharper than the spread here. Atlanta, they can do stuff. We put our hands up because we're done. 5 bets in 5 minutes. We'll run that back. Here's $5 and a $150. It's on DraftKings. All I need you to do, take 90 seconds out of your life. Click a link below. You're new to DraftKings. Somebody you live with is new to DraftKings. Somebody you work with is new to DraftKings. You have to be 21 or older. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And you have to live in a state where you can legally place a wager. Simple, savvy stuff, right? Like, that's it. From there, deposit $5 and only $5. And then just play that 5 on the heaviest money line favorite you can find. I found Liberty -1,500. Don't worry, they're not losing to Queens in North Carolina. Not Queens College in Jamaica. I'm talking about Queens, North Carolina. Nope, don't have to worry about that. You're good to go. And now you have $150 to come hang with us. I'll give you a free week on the Bet Pro package just for signing up below. You can take that $150 and then pop in here and join us on the Bet Pro package. Okay, you want to see what the Bet Pro's doing? Told you about that. That's a nice one, Anthony Davis, that hit on Twitter. We're giving these out on Twitter, as you can see. And then also, look, on the Discord, Bet Pro, Bet Pro, Bet Pro. Look, they don't hit all the time, but when you have a couple, including a +145, you make money. So these were the 3 results. And like I said, you go 2-1, but they're all plus money plays, and you made money as a result of that. It's fine with me. Absolutely fine with me. To make 80 some odd bucks last night off 3 $50 bets is great. And that's what the Bet Pro tool does. And that's what we do here on OddsShopper and Stochastic. Here's your 5 under 18.5 PRA for Gabe Vincent, under 36.5 for Jalen Brunson. Hornets +6.5, Thunder +7, Hawks -1. You want that Embiid call one more time? Do you? I feel like some of you in the back do. Oh, I love the sound of that. You have yourselves a fantastic Friday. We'll see you Saturday. Back for another edition of the 5.